Yeah.
Okay.
He's like posing while you're throwing it. Cut the bread.
Okay.
The situation's sinking in.
Oh.
Believe it or not, this is one of the most controversial moments in ComicsGate history. How could Irene Strychalski doing jumping jacks be such a flashpoint of controversy? Enemies of ComicsGate frequently bring up this as a reason Irene distanced herself from ComicsGate. Also, Anti-CG uses it to accuse ComicsGate of being misogynist and a He-Man woman haters club. But that brings up some questions. Is Irene offended and embarrassed from being forced to do jumping jacks? And why was she doing them in the first place? I'm Aric Hutfles, and I'll be your guide as we find the truth. In my last video, I promised to cover the jumping jacks incident. That's because Anna, that Star Wars girl, brought it up on TrashCast with Ethan Van Sciver. Let's listen to just the part about the jumping jacks.
I'm paying you $5 to end this pain. Gotta be 20. $20. Show me comics. Says when does Anna the jumping jack? Shake him. Hey, it's up to you
At
guys.
140,000, I will do jumping jacks.
Wow. We're 135, 663 now.
And hey, I would just like to point out, I watched your TrashCast last night.
Yeah.
That stream was on YellowFlash's show, so the whole Renie doing jumping jacks wasn't even on your show, so I don't know why you're getting heat for it.
I didn't do anything wrong. I did 0 things wrong.
I know you were fat and you did jumping jacks too, which was much funnier.
Yeah, I took the heat off of her by doing jumping jacks.
Thank God you did those jumping jacks in the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, well, Jersey's been experiencing some
You got earthquakes after that, but it's okay.
But yeah, like I know. I don't understand why she's mad at me. I still don't understand why she's mad at me.
What Anna doesn't realize is that FlashCast was not the first time Irene did jumping jacks on camera, but we'll get to that in a minute. First, we need to ask, why was Irene doing jumping jacks in the first place? Just for old men to leer at her? No. The reason Irene was doing jumping jacks is because of how ComicsGate earns money. Okay, stay with me here. ComicsGate funds our comics through crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is similar to pre-ordering, except the crowd, the backers, are funding the production of the product, which in ComicsGate is usually a comic book. Crowdfunding gamifies the funding process. When certain funding benchmarks are accomplished, usually a certain amount of money raised or number of books, it unlocks something called a stretch goal. A stretch goal is a reward to thank those who have already backed and to encourage new backers. Stretch goals can be things like stickers, trading cards, or even whole extra books. But there are other smaller stretch goals that happen during big promotional live streams. The most common is taking a shot every $1,000 in funding, but they can also take the form of stupid human tricks. Some infamous examples are Dan Fraga wearing an adult version of the Pink Bunny pajamas from A Christmas Story, and Shane Davis doing a whole sumo routine in an authentic Muashi loincloth. But why was Irene doing jumping jacks specifically? The idea of Renie doing jumping jacks had been building up for quite a while before she actually did any. It was first brought up when Ethan helped her close out Fiendish Chapter 1 Demons on May 28, 2022.
First of all, the reason why we're here tonight is to close out Fiendish Chapter 1 Demons. This is it. I mean, this is the last 5 hours and 23 minutes. We will be checking in on this periodically. Kantuku says for $2. Oh yeah, Renie does shots for $2 super chats. So shots. Renie wants $50. She's not going to drink for $2. $50 super chats for Renie tonight. That is just the way to go. Yeah, $2 is. She's got it, guys. Renie has to be. She has to be conscious to get through the night. We're also going to do push-ups tonight as well. Push-ups are important. You can do jumping jacks if you choose.
Oh no! Please let me do jumping. And my arms are still sore.
Yeah. We gotta do some exercise.
After years of teasing about his weight, Ethan started doing push-ups to get in shape. And he encouraged his guests to do them also. Add to that the many suggestions chat had for things Renie could do at the 50,000 benchmark, and you can see where this is going.
All right, what is this? Squats at 50K?
Oh no! People have been volunteering me for so many things at 50K. Well, we'll just see what state I'm in when we hit that, if we do.
I think we probably already hit it. I'm just going to check. We might not have. I don't know for sure, but we're really close. Let's find out. Almost. Okay.
So close!
But we have 1,250 backers, and we're getting very close. 50K is right around the corner.
And it was, because a short time later it would get the 50,000. During the celebration, Irene would reveal that she had already agreed to do a potentially risque stunt on her own channel.
Refresh. Boom! We did it. 50.
Oh yeah!
This clip is so great. Oh yeah! Holy crap!
I like how he's not even there anymore.
Yeah, he just ran. I think he said he's gonna take a drink, so that's what he's gonna get.
Got you.
I'm gonna finish the rest of my moonshine because I said I would do that at 50K. So this is what's gonna happen. I'm definitely not gonna be conscious by the end of the stream, but well, it'll be worth it. Yay! Thank you, everyone. I'm sorry the hot tub thing isn't happening. You know, I said at 50K I would get in a hot tub. If someone mailed an inflatable hot tub to my house by the time this campaign reached 50K, it didn't happen. I don't have a hot tub, so it's not happening. Sorry.
Oh my god. We'd be like the Twitch girls.
I didn't say what I would wear going into it, though. Here's the thing.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I said I'd do a pool stream, and people don't know that like my swimsuit has long sleeves. It's like a turtleneck.
Oh, right. It's like, yeah, I'll be in a swimsuit, but I didn't say what swimsuit. It could be one of those Middle Eastern ones with like full cover. Smart enough.
I am your man.
We may have missed out on the hot tub, but Irene did agree to something else if Fiendish got 100K.
Intergalactic Pro for $10. The end justified the memes. I really want to see Renie's end. Thank you. Renie, some people want to see your butt. So
what?
Just, you know. Yeah, that's what he said, I think.
Well, this isn't at 100K yet.
At 100K, you will see Renie's butt. That is what she is saying. But we're almost at 52,000.
Fiendish 1 would not earn 100K, but they were about to establish another goal for 52K.
Eric Joe Hansen says put on yesterday's shirt. Who, Eric? Who do you want to put on yesterday's shirt? Oh, look at Irene, man. She's rocking it. Irene celebrates.
See those pits. Irene, can you show us your armpit?
Oh, hold on a second here.
Oh, he said pits.
Let's get down in there.
Why? What's up with her pits? Go ahead, Irene. You can't even see them.
No.
I'm not. This is one of the only times I'm wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah,
no, I swear I only wear tank tops, but Redbubble they don't have like nice tank tops and stuff.
I'm sitting here trying to make Irene a little bit more money, but she is not showing her armpits when Shane Davis asked. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
this monster is beautiful.
I need to show my armpits more.
You know what's weird about this is
Irene, pull down your sleeve and show your armpits to people, please. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Not yet.
Hold on, but we're not at like. Hold on, we're not at.
What do we got to get to? Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay.
There needs to be a condition for this.
Okay, that's a good point. Eric, I'm so sorry.
You can't just give it away for free.
Yeah, exactly. I have
let me refresh and see
When
where we're at.
52,000 we hit, you get the pit.
52,000. You're gonna pull down your sleeves and show armpit.
There. Yeah. So
by the way,
insidious.
1,300 backers right now.
Oh my god! Thank you.
Look at dream come true. So pits at 52. If you're sitting back and you're thinking, "Have I backed Fiendish yet?" I have not backed it. I've not backed the air. It's $20. If everybody here just pitched in and just donated to pre-order a copy of Fiendish, you'd be looking at armpit right now. What is I'm gonna have to explain
That
this to my
sounded
wife.
terrible. I'm
If you look
so
at
sorry,
armpit-
Andrea.
Ethan would use the pit goal to push for more backing for Fiendish and explain his interest in Irene's pits.
Why not back her comic book, Fiendish Chapter 1 Demons? The link is in the description below. Back it. Let's get it to 52,000 now. 52,000. Renie is going to show you her armpit. I don't know why.
I don't know either, but apparently it's a thing, and we're almost there.
Yeah. So back it today. I don't know. You don't have to back very much. Just throw $20 at it. Back air. Back. This is the featured perk. It's just the book. Just buy a copy of the book for $20. Why wouldn't you do that?
Yeah.
No, seriously. Why fucking wouldn't you do that? Back book at $20, and if enough of you do that, if a few of you do that, we're gonna get to 52,000, and then you're gonna see Renie's armpit if that's what you want. I don't want to see Renie's armpit. Yeah, I'm married. I'm not interested in anything of Renie's physicality. I'm interested in her brain as a creator. I want to see her make more comics. But some of you are not married, and some of you just want to see Renie, her armpit. You can do that if you want to. 52,000 is going to get you there. We're at 1,308 backers right now, and this is all on you guys to make this happen. Thank you for, by the way, thank you so much for getting us where we are now, because it was.
Yes, this is all because of you guys in the chat. Everyone who's back, Fiendish.
Fiendish does get 52k, and Renie changes into a tank top to show the goods.
It's like
I just saw Top Gun Maverick, and he flies a satellite ship. Oh, look at that shirt. That's pretty nice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What's sticking out?
Hold
What?
on.
Black tuft.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was a nipple for a second.
No,
How could that be a nipple? It's right
it's
near
not
her
a
cleavage.
nipple.
Well,
Nipples aren't
it is.
black.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting armpit.
Whatever.
All right, yeah. There we go.
No,
I
no, that doesn't count.
So hot. So hot.
Armpit.
I think I saw some stubble.
I
There's
hope
no
this is
stubble.
stubble. I hope it's hairy under there.
Look, there is no stubble. I literally showered like an hour before. How dare you? I am
Right.
hygienic.
Good
I'm
enough.
a lady. Yeah, I am not like those crazy blue hair feminists that have blue.
They're
armpit hair.
disgusting. When you see armpit hair
Gross.
underneath a woman's arm,
Why am I showing this progression? Because I'm showing that Irene was a willing and enthusiastic participant and not, as some claim, a poor innocent girl taken advantage of by pervy old men. However, Irene does explain that she has limits to how far she's willing to go.
It's over. It's finally over.
it's so
Here.
yeah. I
What
mean,
do I do?
it's bittersweet, isn't it, Irene? You know,
It
you're
is. It's like I need to end it. It's been up for a year, so I chose to end it because I need to focus on fulfillment and chapter 2. But like, it was so awesome too. You know, I got introduced to so many awesome people and stuff, and it
All right.
was just great. All the people I met. So
now. Here's the question, Irene. If it gets to 53,000, will you show people your bare foot?
what?
Now, there are people who want to see your bare feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now this is
I
the
have
thing.
said before. Hold on. I have said before that I'm okay with I'm fine and people like how I look. I'm okay with wearing tank tops and all this stuff, but you know, I have my limits. I feel like the foot thing is like a little much.
Well, hello, Phil.
Hi,
Phil.
Phil.
Hey, what's up?
There are people who want Renie to show her her bare feet. Now, Renie's like, that's a bridge too far.
It's not.
Let me be Howard Stern for a
I
minute.
don't know.
Renie, it's not at all.
Like
It's your feet.
I don't want to cross over into like territory where people will think that, you know, me showing my body is more important than my art.
It isn't. No, it isn't. It isn't more important. Of course not. But people do want to see your feet. I don't know why.
I don't understand.
Oh,
No, I don't understand either.
Irene, if it makes you feel better, I'll show my feet too.
yeah.
Oh, well, if everyone on this panel shows their feet, then I'll be very comfortable.
I'm not
no
fucking
problem.
doing that.
Take your
I'll
top
show mine
off.
100K.
Says Mark. Mark Walters wants you to take your top off.
That's a little inappropriate, Mark.
Oh, he's talking.
Yeah.
He said, "Take your top off,
much.
Ethan." He's
Yeah.
talking-
Oh, yeah, I'll
Mark
do
wants
that.
to see you.
Oh boy.
Like, he
Shirtless,
wants to
yeah,
see
sure.
your bits.
Down goes
Black
Sola for
apples.
$20. He says, "You're above that." Who is above what? Showing her feet? Silly. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, it's not like show your boobies or show your butt. It's your feet, and there are people who are interested.
You
in
show
that.
your armpits, you might as well show your feet.
No, well, it's because
When you
people
say
seem
this
to have
is a
like
bit,
a fetish, and
yeah,
I
but
just feel like it's
when you say
weird.
that's a bit like, here's the thing, I don't have the fetish. I don't care. So like, oh, you want to? Okay, here's feet. Whatever, weirdo.
Yeah, feet are weird. I mean,
yeah,
whatever.
That's why I never show my elbows on stream.
Fiendish did hit 53K. Does Renie show feet?
a lot of
Very
creepiness
strange.
all around us.
Yeah.
All we can do is continue to be beacons of non-creepiness, which is what I intend to be. Now, Irene, are you going to show your feet or not?
What?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm
1, 2,
You don't have to do
3.
it.
Okay, done.
Screenshot it, boys.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
guys
you.
are awesome. I
Good
love
night.
you.
Yeah.
It was done.
For the launch of Fiendish 2, 4 months later on September 10th, 2022, Ethan hosted an 8-hour live stream to get Renie as much funding as possible.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful Saturday morning here in lovely New Jersey. It's me, your host, your friend, Ethan Van Sciver. We got quite an event for you today, a long-awaited event. Everybody's been waiting for this. You'll see that I put a link pinned to the chat, sitting there at the top of the chat right now. It says back Fiendish 2 here. That's what we're doing today. Today is a very big launch, a launch that I've been waiting for a long time. Very excited about this. The launch of our friend Irene Strychalski, otherwise known as Renie, and her new book, her sequel, her follow-up to her smash hit book, Fiendish. So pretty excited about this. Right now, I don't think that link works. It's going to work as soon as Renie makes it go live. We'll get some friends in here. We're going to be talking, hanging out all day long today, keeping you guys company while Renie's Fiendish #2 does what I hope that it's going to do. And I'm asking you guys, I've asked you guys like a month ago. I was like, this is big, guys. This is the big campaign. I want to see this campaign overperform. I want to see this campaign perform as though we were commanded by the heavens above to make it so. Here's Renie. How do you like that overblown rhetoric, Renie? How you doing? What's up? Oh, you're quiet.
I'm muted. Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Hello.
This is a big deal. The chat's going crazy. Everyone loves you, of course. Everybody's sending love your way.
I love you all. Hi.
I'm going to send this out. I'm going to put this link out into the Jack Show, too. I would love to get Malin and Cecil in here if possible. Anna, Kelsey,
Awesome.
yeah, right. You know
Yeah.
those. And then also our friends in ComicsGate. And let's just make it kind of a big family event today, which is what it should be.
Yes.
All right. You ready?
Yeah. I've been just staring at the purse because I feel like I made a mistake, but I don't see any mistakes. But I keep on just thinking I must have done something wrong.
A few minutes later, Renie would launch the campaign, and it would exceed all expectations.
I hope you have an awesome, wonderful day, and I will see you around. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
That's excellent. Maromite for $2 says backer number 45. Paladin Dragoon Writer says, and back. First book was great. People are already thrilled, and I knew that they would be. All right. Oh my God. Look at this. $7,183 in the first. Seconds here.
Man.
Funded. Yeah, let's go, guys. Pour it together here. Let's make this happen. Fiendish chapter 2 Origins. We refreshed this, and we're already at 5 figures. $10,176.
Oh my gosh!
In the first couple of seconds. Wow. Amazing, guys. We're 12,000. All right, let's look at the campaign here.
In order to keep the viewers engaged, watching, and most importantly, backing during the 8-hour launch stream, Ethan set up a funding goal.
I do shave this.
Yeah, we might have to do push-ups today because of Graham. Now, every time I say it's time to do push-ups, some people complain. Some people don't want to do push-ups, and it's not
Let's
that many.
go.
I'm just saying do 20 push-ups. You got people like Renie who come up and she's just like 20. Okay, how about 30? And she does 30. And then you got people like Jon Malin who go, I can't do them because reasons. How do you not do
institutionalized racism?
Is it racist? It must be.
Yeah.
That must be his
Yeah.
excuse. I mean, is there anybody here?
Knees.
Billy Tucci got down. Billy Tucci did his push-ups. Everybody does push-ups. All right, when we get to hold on a second, let me see. When we get to $60,000 on Fiendish 2, and we're gonna get there. When we get to $60,000 on Fiendish 2, we're gonna do push-ups. Everybody on this panel, and I mean everybody. Nerd Wonder, you too, even though you're not on camera.
Girly ones.
You can do you can do girly push-ups if you want because you're a girl.
I'll do girly ones, but I'll do double.
I might have been drinking a little too much for this. I started drinking early.
We're gonna see her puke in the middle of the.
Oh no! What have I done? I should have thought this through.
Don't not. Well, you got to top Dale, Renie. You got to top Dale. So you will do those push-ups.
We can do it. $60,000. We will do push-ups. We're a ways away. Don't worry, guys.
A few hours later, Fiendish 2 hits 60,000, and chat reminds Ethan about the push-ups.
Michael, if you have a Sprite or a 7-Up, I want you to drink. I want you to.
Can I smoke a joint?
If you're allowed to, yeah. And I'm not
It's
sure.
Colorado.
That's not what I mean. I mean, what are the limits of your sobriety? I'm proud of your sobriety. I want you to stay sober.
Yeah, please,
There are
please
no
do
limits.
it.
There are no
Okay.
limits. Hang on.
All right,
No,
we'll find
no,
something to
don't
help
break it.
yourself.
Then I gotta feed these dogs.
Okay, get ready because we're getting to $60,000 in just 4 hours.
Holy
This
crap!
is
I can't
great.
believe it's in 4 hours. I mean, probably because I'm dead tired. I'm like switching between beer and coffee, which is probably really bad for me.
Oh,
But
Renie. Oh my god.
it's-
Oh shit! I forgot. Don't forget our push-ups at 60K. We're gonna be. All right. So all I'm asking for is 10. I'm asking for 10. 10 push-ups for 60K. We are going to be doing them. Everyone here, I don't care. You're doing 10 push.
Even Mike Barron? We're gonna make
Mike Barron can do. Mike, can you do 10 push-ups? Can you do 10 push-ups, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do 10. We're all gonna be doing 10 push-ups here. Nobody wants to, but it's part of the fitness aspect of ComicsGate.
Yeah.
And that is we care about our physical fitness. I care about fitness. Fitness pie in my mouth.
I didn't see that one coming. That was great.
Everyone currently on the panel did push-ups, including Mike Barron.
All right, I'm done.
Great job. Yeah, Mike Barron's getting it. He just died. Good job.
I got 8 guys. Now I really got to go feed these dogs.
All right. Good job. You did your duty.
Good job. Well done.
All right, let's see. Renie's going to go. Renie, let's go. This is the real reason why we make everybody do push-ups, because Renie does them.
With all the controversy over the jumping jacks, everyone forgets that Irene did push-ups too. And there was even an issue with some odd noises during Renie's push-ups.
Here goes. This
right.
is for all of your entertainment, my friends.
Yes.
Oh, the ways we suffer. Okay, hold on. Can you see?
Oh, yeah.
Like that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Yep.
I'm wearing pants, so no worries.
That's good.
There? Is that good?
Oh, that's horrible.
What? Why is that horrible?
This pose. Get to the push-ups. Don't give people this to look at. Come on.
Okay. Oh my gosh! I can hear you.
Don't you? Oh, Shane! Don't you do that?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. Mine sound different. That wasn't me.
If you're enjoying the show, back Renie's Fiendish too. Guys in the chat.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, back Fiendish too, so my suffering will be worth it. My sheer embarrassment.
Oh,
Alright, let's go.
I'm muting Kane. I'm muting Kane.
That's not me.
Watch me.
So, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, that's not bad.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I did 20. You do 21.
I like your wood floors.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Well done.
Great job.
And those were real push-ups.
The only thing real about those push-ups was gravity.
2 days later, on ComicsGate Kings, Renie mentions the regular stretch goal for 100,000 on Fiendish 2.
Aaron Lepresti, we refresh him, and we could see that he. Oh,
Damn! Announcement. Perfect time for announcement. Right now, I'm going to announce that if you get me to 100 before Renie, you will get a free Dan Lawless Wraith of God card.
No.
Oh.
What? Is
Damn, look at Aaron throwing that shit down.
Is that how it's going to be, huh?
Yeah, that's how it's
Wow.
going
Well,
to
if
be.
you get to 100K on my campaign first, you have a chance to get your fan art in the book. And
No,
only
no,
two-
Renie,
all
you
of
get
the
you get a
fan art
free.
that's done for Fiendish.
Renie, you
All
get
of
a
the
free
fan
Dan
art.
Lawless
Yes,
card.
don't listen to her.
Dan Wallace, where are you at? We need to
Rainy,
talk.
Rainy, if you get to
teamwork.
100K, you get a free Dan Lawless card too. So.
Oh, cool! There we go. You
Thanks
get a
a lot,
fan
Dan.
art
Hang on.
I
Bring
know,
that
hold on.
back
You don't
up. Bring that
understand the
back.
Polish bond that we have.
But later on Kings, Renie says just how far she would go for 100,000, and jumping jacks may have been mentioned.
Thank you for getting Irene to 97,000.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Six figures for young lady.
Love you.
Was that two? Was it 2 days so
That's
far?
that's the work of a champion.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
2.5 days. Yeah.
Look, I mean, here's the reality. Thank you for getting Aaron to 77. Wow, 777, the number of God tonight. Thank you for this.
Praise Jesus.
The reality is that first of all, this campaign has potential to be a 6-figure campaign, which would be great to see Andy do. But I just want him to do better than the last one. Fiendish is obviously going to be a 6-figure campaign, possibly. We have the energy. I'm going to talk to Renie about this and see if we can come up with a way to give this a little bit more energy, a little bit of a boost. But this could be a $200,000 campaign, honestly.
I think if Irene drank more coffee, before coming on
A little
stream,
more.
What? I will
you
drink
came in
whatever
here with
people.
real selling energy.
Jolt.
If it is getting to 100 or 200,000, I will do whatever.
Oh wow.
Jumping jacks.
Oh, you heard
drinking
that,
more
chat.
coffee.
I don't like the jumping jacks. Hang on. I don't like the jumping jacks. I want to see jumping rope. That's
I can
where
jump
the
rope.
balance comes in. That's where the
Probably
balance
not
comes
whole drunk though. Anyways, I'm here to please the fans. That's all you need to know. So back Fiendish today, friends.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, we want the jumping
Thank
rope
you.
in slow motion.
Unfortunately, I don't have the exact moment the jumping jacks at 100K promise was made. I think it was on Malin's post-Kings show, but I sadly don't have that stream archived. I do have the video where Renie accepts the 200K challenge that would be the second set of jumping jacks on YellowFlash's FlashCast, so stay tuned for that. But first, I do have another long-lost video, the Jon Malin stream where he pushed Fiendish 2 over 100K. This happened on a show called Make History Tonight for Glory on September 14th, 2022.
Guys, we have one goal tonight, and that's while we are here to just go ahead and push this over $100,000. Now, Irene does have the link, okay, so she can get in here. But if we just go ahead and back this bad boy right now. We got 10 guys, and we got 10 men in here, and one of them's me, because I already have my order getting ready to go here. So I'm doing a $200 order, which is the 175 tier plus. What did I get? I did an add-on for a world map poster. No, it's not a minor attracted person. It's a map poster. It's a poster of her world, like one of those Middle Earth maps. A total of 205. So I'm going to proceed to check out. I'm doing my part of this community. There's my backing, guys. That's done. So that thing's going to go up by at least $200. I asked that. Gentlemen, ladies like Angela Curry, let's go in here. Let's back this thing one more time. If you haven't backed it, guys, let's just do it right now. This is your chance to be a part of history. We're going to do it like fire tonight. I got the video file ready to go. All we have to do is dunk right now, guys. 10 people. If you haven't backed this yet and you're listening right now, you're in chat. We have 357 people. I need 10 men. 10 men to go out there and back this bad boy. And that'll actually put us over the top. We need 7 men. Do we have 7 men, 7 strong bodied and 7 oiled up, chiseled bodied men to go in here and back this campaign? Renie is our queenie. Yes. And which better way to show our respect than to dunk on her when she's not here?
Did Jon push Renie to 100K? Let's see.
$99,457, guys. Let's hit refresh on here. Come on, let's do it. Oh, good job, guys. Thank you very much. Holy shit, that is historic, epic, all these things all in one. Let's do this.
Half an hour later, Irene finally shows up.
Our analytics are very telling.
Yeah, hi, Renie.
Oh. Congrats, Malin, but congrats to you.
Renie, you know the rules on this channel.
What?
Mach Schau.
Okay. Oh my gosh! What did you even say?
It's make show. It means
Make
make
show.
show. That
That's
means
not
Mach
what it
Schau.
is.
That means
I'm gonna need
camera
you to
on.
Stop speaking faux Cantonese.
It's not Cantonese. It's German.
It's German. Okay, hold on. Let me get my camera in
Christ.
place. Okay.
I have to teach you all these languages.
Oh yeah, you're the language master here, John.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Well,
say.
you thought that was Cantonese.
Does Jon force Irene to do jumping jacks?
No, what people are asking for is the push-ups, but I will actually defer that because I believe Ethan is streaming for somebody. Oh no, Narwhal. Narwhal's doing a launch tomorrow.
Yeah, Narwhal's going live.
So
tomorrow.
I will permit the 100K jumping jacks for you to. You can either do them here tonight or you can do them on Ethan's stream with Narwhal tomorrow. Yeah, Narwhal
I will do
Narwhal
them,
can
but
really
it'll-
use your support.
Yeah, here. This is how I give back to the community. I will do the jumping jacks tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. That way it's on the biggest channel. The most backers can see it and be satisfied.
Here it is, the stream which is no longer publicly available, where Irene first does jumping jacks. Before Irene joins, Ethan explains how big a deal it is that Jon got her campaign over the mark.
Fiendish too. Let me just shout out Jon Malin first before we shout out Renie. Last night I was promoting campaigns and doing everything I could to get some stuff moving here, and I think we did a pretty good job. I couldn't get Renie. I got Renie to, I think, 99,000. And, there comes a point where I tell comic skaters, it's stressful. The first 2 days, money is pouring in. Okay. It's like, you're like, whoa, this is great. And then after that, once that 2-day period ends, it's a game of inches, not yards. All right. You're going to be fighting for like $100, $200, just a couple backers per day. And it seems stressful. At the end of it, you'll have a new influx. Right when you're about to end your campaign, another influx of backers, and you'll do great. But I was sitting there really trying to pull Renie over that touchdown line there. So to speak. That sounds dirty. It isn't. But I couldn't get her. And then Jon Malin saw this. He picked up the ball. He picked up the ball at the 1 yard line And he live streamed. He said, we're getting Fiendish to 6K, 6 figures tonight. And he did it, man. I woke up and was like, Irene and Jon Malin, thank you. Jon is an underrated promoter. Everybody sees him as a great artist and a superstar comic skater. But like the fact that he was able to do that, like raise over $1,000 in the middle of the night to get Renie to 6 figures is so great. I thank him. Irene Strychalski's Fiendish Chapter 2. You got to back this one.
A few minutes later, Irene joins the show.
Hello. Hi, what's so normal? Congrats! Hello. Hey, David. Hello. Hey, everybody.
Welcome, Renie. Let's just take a minute to, first of all, congratulations. Welcome to the club.
Oh.
The 6 Figures Club.
6 figures.
Yay! Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
This is
you know, Jon Malin, you getting it almost to 6 figures, and then Jon Malin taking it that last few inches. In gaming, they call that poaching a kill. He kind of stole your thunder a little bit.
my thunder, or
boy.
no, not Renie's thunder, my thunder, right?
Yeah, Ethan.
Somebody's thunder.
Even then, before she did them, there was controversy over Irene doing jumping jacks.
By the way, Comic Book One says jumping jacks. Now, there's a controversy going on.
Yes.
There's a controversy.
What is that?
Okay, so we said Renie was intoxicated, and we said when we get you over,
right now,
what not?
pretty much the entire time during her campaign here so far. I mean, it's, you're having some drinks, you're having a good time. But she agreed to do jumping jacks on our live stream when we reach 6 figures. Now, we could hold Renie to that promise. And what I'm going to do, and so, by the way, there's controversy. People are saying, please, ComicsGate, keep your dignity. Do not force Renie to do jumping jacks on the stream. Now, I'm going to put it up to the chat. I'm going to put a poll.
That's not a good idea.
I think it's a great idea. We want it. This is a democracy around here.
I love democracy.
But what does Irene say about it?
I was just kidding. I was the one who made the promise, so I don't mind doing a couple. Gotta keep my promises, even when I'm drunk. Sorry.
That's right. Let me take a look and see what the chat is saying. In any case, I mean, they might be gentlemen who want to absolve you of this.
I doubt it.
As we can see here, look at this, 73%. The chat is usually divided by 3/4 against 1/4 on almost every question that I ask. Now, guys, those of you who voted no, and I'm sure you're all ladies, we understand, but this is a democracy around here. So Renie is going to have to do 5 jumping jacks.
And now, Irene does jumping jacks for the first time, and Ethan causes property damage before doing his jumping jacks.
Yes. Look at this nonsense I get to endorse. Sulfur X and Comics says, Ethan, a good leader would do the jumping jacks with her.
You don't have to. It's fine.
Once I heard that, I did really want to see that. I want to see Ethan do some jumping jacks.
Maybe you want to see me do jumping jacks? Maybe. I mean, we'll see.
Why do people want to see jumping jacks? I can understand squats, but like jumping jacks are just.
Yeah, I think because you bounce.
Have a concrete foundation.
I think it's about the bouncing. All right, Renie's going to do jumping jacks, and then we're going to look at her campaign. Fiendish 2. All right, Renie, full screen. Here we go. Let's get 5 jumping jacks out of you.
Wait, let me get a drink in real quick. If you don't mind, chat. Thank you very much. This is also for. Thank you for 100K on Fiendish.
Congratulations,
everybody who backed it and everyone who promoted it. Skull.
Good stuff.
Okay. What are you drinking?
All right. Kavalan is Taiwanese whiskey.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
That looks strong.
All right, Renie, you take a break for 1 minute. Get yourself ready, and hi everyone.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit! Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second.
Oh no!
Okay, ready? Here we go.
Yeah, do it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Come on, Rock.
7.
Come on.
Yes! 10, baby.
Oh, hi. Okay, how do
It's a
I
dance off.
I guess like that. As the most. Is that good?
Yep.
Good
to know.
Do it.
Okay. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like posing while you're doing it.
Okay.
Situation sinking in.
Oh, 1, 2. Am I doing it right?
Not a chance.
That
looks good to me.
3, 4.
Wrong. Start all over.
No, I did it.
And one to thank us on. Could be worse.
Is that a monkey?
Wait, was
Like
it?
the
Did
end
I,
of the man show, girls on trampolines over here.
Wait, was it 5? Was it 10? It was 10?
Ethan did 10.
20? 22? 25?
Okay, all right. It was 10. Okay, I'll do 5 more. Okay. 1, 2,
Wrong.
3,
Start again.
4. I'm not listening. 5. I'm not listening.
Wrong.
Okay, I'm done. Go back.
Start over.
Hey.
Yes, Narwhal, you're gonna join me, right?
Yeah, where's Ethan? Oh, there
That
he is.
wasn't good. That was awful. I knocked over my Cyberfrog bust. When I kicked my chair back, that's why I was like, oh no, I kicked my chair straight back and knocked him over. I think he's okay though. Hold on. When you volunteered to do jumping jacks, did
Yes.
it ever occur to you that you don't know how to do jumping jacks? I mean, you've
Yeah, it did.
Is that your first time doing
I don't think
jumping
anyone
jack?
noticed.
And I just decided to not care.
That's a good thing. All right, hold on a second. Lamau, Ethan, my condolences. I will only make AI images of you as a buff Greek god until you recover. Oh, thank you so much, Sheila. 200 Watt Studio says, thank you, God. Happy about that. Shifty says, hail Renie for being a good sport. Yeah, of course. What do you think Renie said she was going to do it? She's going to do it.
Yes.
Let me see. Ethan had more jiggle than Renie. Disappointment indeed. I know, like, I did notice that. Renie did not stay in motion. That was my one complaint. The thing about doing jumping jacks is 1, 2, 3, 4. You keep going. You want to keep going.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you know, it's like a consistent movement, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
Renie, you're bad at the combo. You could do 1 really good, but getting to 2 is a challenge.
Oh,
Narwhal, show him how it's done. You're Narwhal. You
Well,
do
I
jumping
kind of
jacks.
forget now too. Let me see if I get.
You want to become an X and then down at your and then straight. Become an X with your feet apart. You don't want to do jump.
Okay, you're gonna break it. Stop. Okay, this is terrifying.
Oh my God.
Oh.
It's like hippie self-defense or something.
Great job, everyone. I mean, that's what it's all about. Ethan giving exercise instructions. Lol. I know how to do exercises. I just don't do them. That's all it is.
Fiendish 2 remained in demand for most of a year. When it was almost ready to go to print, Renie decided to close the campaign. Ethan hosted a nearly 6-hour closeout party on June 16, 2023. It was here that the 200K Jumping Jacks Challenge was made by one Jon Malin.
John says, if Irene beats Godlike, I put on eyeliner. If she doesn't, she does 40 jumping jacks on camera.
Okay, you know what? Deal. We'll do it.
Guys.
I'm gonna have to do jumping jacks, guys.
We're talking about Jon Malin in eyeliner. I don't know if I want to see that. Maybe I just want to see John have to do something he doesn't want to do. J Bomba fan says Malin's laugh will be wolf-like if you fail to 200K. John, if she fails to get 200K, you got to put on the wolf mask and do the.
Oh my God.
I laugh so hard when John does that; it just kills me. It's so funny.
Help me get to 200K.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do everything that we can do about this.
Has Irene learned how to do jumping jacks since her last disastrous attempt?
We'll see. All right, so let's find out what's up. But other people like the idea of you doing jumping jacks. Are you able to do a jumping jack now? Because you weren't before. Do you understand how to do it?
No, you just do this, right?
Well, it's like you make your body an X. Okay, your arms out and your feet apart, and then down again, and then X, and then down again, and then X, and then down again. And you're jumping while you're doing it. Okay, jumping out to an X. Because I mean, you had real trouble with that. I'm surprised that we had to learn how to do jumping jacks in middle school or in grade school even. But I don't think they ever taught you to do them.
No, it really didn't.
Demonstrate, Ethan. I have. I got up and I demonstrated with my fat tummy, and it's become a gif. People do have it. It's become a meme, but I don't care. Listen. If Renie's going to do something like that, I feel like I should do it too. That's part of being a good sport. Ted Zagaro says, "Give her 28." All right, maybe later tonight when I've had a couple more drinks. We'll see how it goes.
Ethan tried to get Fiendish to 200K, but fell just short. Irene sent the closeout order to Indiegogo, and that was the end of Fiendish 2. Right? Not yet. Renie and Ethan guest starred on YellowFlash's FlashCast the next night, June 17th, 2023, and Ethan wasn't quite ready to give up on Fiendish 2.
You're on your way.
I can't wait to read
what kind
Fiendish.
of villain that baby would have grown up to be.
I can't wait to read Fiendish.
Oh, I read it. It's so good, dude. It's so good.
I haven't. I bought the when I backed it a while back. I backed the 1 and 2 tier.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's going to be shipping really soon in the next month. So I hope everyone likes it. I work really hard on it.
I'm excited to read it after all that you've talked about it.
Yeah. Well, chapter 1 was like this really action-packed introduction, but chapter 2 we get really into the world building.
Renie, it's so good. Fiendish number 2. It's not available anymore, is it? Is it down?
No. Indiegogo still hasn't closed it. I emailed them like 3 times, but I took down. I hid all the perks, so you can't back it anymore. Indiegogo's being stupid again.
Oops.
You should put it up one more time. Just put it up for 1 hour. The perks. Let people back it. Yeah, go ahead.
Will I piss people off?
I don't know. Why would they be pissed off? It's like, more funding. Yeah,
when's it going? When's it going to the printer?
We're doing pre-press right now. I should be getting the proofs next week. The physical proofs next week.
Oh, well then you haven't printed the main run yet. Then you could open it back up.
I can. Okay, just 1 hour, just for the stream.
Yeah, put the perks up.
Okay, just one. I'll put the main book and the Catch Me Up, and that's it.
Yeah, but have the Catch Me Up too. That's those that haven't got it.
This is the most expensive stream I think I've ever been on. I just backed like 10 books.
I've been there before, brother. It's like, oh man.
Ethan is determined to get Irene 200,000.
A lot of people worked hard on this. What is wrong with you?
YellowFlash, will you pin the link in the chat?
Yeah, can somebody put it in the chat and I'll pin it?
Yeah,
for Fiendish.
For Fiendish. Because I mean, it's really close to 200,000. It's like just a few thousand away from that. If everybody in the chat backed a copy of it,
pop it in the actual chat. And then Raging Rhino just did it.
Okay. Well, I just brought it up because it was ironic because I was just talking about this earlier on the Salty Nerd podcast. I think it was.
There we go.
One of the podcasts I was on.
Could Fiendish really make 200K?
Toxic or some stuff. So they actually recalled these glasses, I guess, at the time, but not everybody sent them back. So, they're still out there. But, I guess that's why some of the earlier glasses are worth a lot more money now because people threw them away.
I thought this closed down.
It's back up.
Indiegogo hasn't taken it down yet, so
we just put it back up for an hour.
Go get it.
Yeah, the
so I could back it
to open it for 1 more hour. It's only 1 more hour.
We could possibly get to 200,000 if people backed it and supported it right now for Renie. Possible.
That'd be awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I emailed Indiegogo like 3 times, but they I don't. Indiegogo's been weird. They did the same thing to Shane's campaign. They didn't close it down when he told them to. But I'm going to hide the perks, and for sure after tonight, it's not going to be available anymore because we need to go to print.
Or maybe it will be.
No, it won't. We're going to print. I'm literally getting the proofs next week, so there's no. I need the final numbers because I need the final numbers to know how much to print, and then it's no more.
Maybe.
No! I mean it. Damn it.
They watch the Fiendish trailer, and Renie expresses her renewed aspirations for the campaign.
Renie, you are amazing.
Very cool.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody who's back this book. And thank you to Ethan and Jon and Flash, of course, and everyone else who has promoted this comic. None of this would have been possible without your support. I really appreciate it. If we, I'm hoping to get to 200K, but I thought I was totally fine closing out at 193. But oh my gosh,
you're so close. You're $2,500 away now. Everybody dig deep, and I mean, reserve a copy of Fiendish. She's going to leave it up for just a few more minutes, and let's get it to 200,000. It shouldn't be too hard. The book is really good. I did read it myself. Renie let me read it yesterday, and it was wonderful. Be a part of this. Be a part of making her dream come true.
I honestly should have cut this clip, but it's so charming I had to leave it in.
Does anybody want to open up Fiendish, and I'll put it back up?
Irene, if you read your private chat, stop stuffing your face.
Okay, sorry. I'll get it pulled out in a second.
I got it right here. Flash.
I wasn't ready.
There we go.
All right, here we go. So we're $23 away now from 198. Last I refreshed.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
It's amazing, and we're so close, guys. I think we just hit 198. If we refresh this, look at that.
Thank you.
It is possible on this stream to get to 200,000, but obviously it depends on you guys.
We had a guy in the chat say he's broke, but he's still backed.
Oh, thank you, and I'm sorry, but I hope you like the
Appreciate it.
I did my best.
While Ethan and Jon debate AI image generation, Fiendish finally hits 200K.
Ultimately, art and music and literature has to be about human expression, or else it's worthless, utterly worthless. And Irene Strychalski is $31 away.
Oh my god!
Soaring the skies.
So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be way better at everything. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's a world I don't want to live in.
I understand.
That's the thing. I understand that it is going to happen, and it's dehumanizing, and it destroys something that I don't think you can put a value on. And I would hate to be human beings that are raised on AI art and music and literature. I would hate to see that group of human beings. And I understand it is going to happen.
We're already talking about putting people in like fucking plastic
there we go.
wombs.
Irene Strychalski, $200,000.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done, chat.
Thank you so much, chat.
That's it. That's the landmark.
Okay, I swore I wasn't going to drink today, but I'm going to take a shot. Thank you so much, Flash, for bringing it up, and thank you, Ethan, for pulling this up again.
For the idea.
Yeah, like, for the idea. For making me open it up again.
You know what would have sucked is if Indiegogo had shut it down like you had wanted them to, like right before we hit 200,000.
I know. I don't know why they had to shut it down. Maybe they thought it's like today.
They'll do it tomorrow. They'll do it Monday. We'll do it Monday.
It all worked out. That's the number you wanted to hit.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
I can't wait to read it. I'm excited about it.
I hope you like it.
As usual, the chat remembers and enforces promises.
I'd rather watch.
Well, Cecil ruined it though. Like Cecil did a whole thing like why, because he can levitate, right? And Cecil said if he can levitate, instead of running through the woods to get to the ship in the beginning when he was good and healthy, why didn't he just fly to the ship?
You owe jumping jacks, by the way. You owe jumping jacks 20 of them, I think.
40 of them.
What? Okay.
Yeah, you do. Everybody's reminding me of that and making sure that we enforce that. So you're gonna have to do 40 jumping jacks. So Flash, if you would make Irene full screen, you're gonna do it. $200,000. Let's go.
Oh my word. Okay, all right. I will do though, but I'll need to finish this shot before.
Yeah, that's right. Godzilla is better than E.T.
And here it is, Renie's second miserable attempt at jumping jacks.
Effort. So people were recycling paper. That's what makes Golden Age comics so valuable, is because there's just not that many of them.
Irene just hit 2,500 backers even as well. So Flash, would you mind? The people want to see Irene do her 40 jumping jacks.
Is she really going to do jumping jacks?
Yeah, she has
40 of them.
I don't know how to do jumping jacks.
It doesn't matter. Just jump around.
Okay.
That's okay. Jumping jacks.
I'm really.
Just
I don't
get
know
out
how
your
to-
seat and jump around.
I don't-
And jump around.
I don't know how to do jumping jacks.
Jump up and put your hands over your head and with your feet spread apart, and then jump back down with your arms and legs together.
Like, is it like this?
That's right.
it.
There you go.
That was
That's
one.
one. You got 39 to go.
2, 3, 4. Get back on camera. 5, 6. Get back on camera. They don't count. 7. You're only at 7. Stay on camera. They don't count if you're off camera.
Yeah, we can't see them. All we think you're doing is flapping your arm around.
7, 8. Ready? Here's 8. 8.
Part of the trick is staying in place.
Every time your arms go up, that's 1. Go.
Oh.
9.
Come on now.
9. 10.
I can't do 40.
Yes, you can.
11.
10.
No.
40.
Yeah.
13.
I thought it was just 20.
13. 14. Don't stop. 15. Keep going.
16. I'm really out of shape. 17. 18. 19. 20.
Okay, 20. Keep going.
Halfway there.
I thought it was just 20.
No, it's 40. 40.
40. I didn't make the deal. She did.
I am an out of shape comic artist. You know, the general.
Oh, was this a deal? If you like, when what
Yeah.
was the
If she
limit
got
on
to
this?
200,000, she did 40 jumping jacks. For deal.
Okay.
The deal's made with me that if she
Well, if
didn't
you
beat
did make the
Godline, she
deal,
had to do
you have
40
to
jumping jacks.
I did make a deal because I was very drunk and stupid.
Made a deal with the devil. Now she's paying.
I'll be right back.
You owe me
The
20
devil
more.
the devil being you. That I
Yep,
would
you owe
believe
me
that.
20 more.
Come on now.
Okay.
All right, here we go. 21. Let's go.
Okay.
Ready? Begin. 21. 22. 23.
24,
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31. Let's go. 31.
10 more.
Oh my God.
How is her
10
whole
more.
setup rocking when she does it? Like, does she not have stable floors?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
She's a big girl.
I'm a fatso. Don't you see? I'm such a fatso.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so huge.
Wait.
All right, here we go. 31.
I have to be modest, guys.
Do not be modest.
No,
I
the
will.
whole point.
That's not part of the deal.
I'm
We
a
want to
lady.
see some bouncing.
I'm a lady. Okay. How many
Ready?
more? 10 more?
10 more.
31.
Wait.
31.
Yeah.
32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. What? Wrong.
That
Nope.
last one doesn't count. You're off screen.
You're
you
off
got one
screen.
more.
40.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
Good job.
Well done.
She still jumps off screen.
My Fiendish. I mean, so
Got it
go to
done.
the website and send over an email list. Thank you.
Very good.
Well done.
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Great job, Irene.
Congratulations.
How's
I
your heart
did
doing? Is it pounding right now? You got a little cardio?
I've been working on cardio though, so I guess it wasn't that bad.
Well, then why did you act
Seemed
like it was
like
the
you
end of the
struggled
world?
a lot.
Yeah.
Well, because I don't do jumping jacks, but I've been going on a step machine. I've been training cardio for a couple of months, so I guess that wasn't that bad.
Well, you look good, and you made a lot of people very happy. So great job.
Yay! Okay.
And
There you go. Thank you for backing Fiendish, everybody. Wait, did he leave? So it's just me?
Yeah, I think so.
Why are you doing this to me?
Fiendish got 200K just in time.
By the way, Fiendish closed down. It is closed down. Indiegogo closed it down, but Flash, it closed down right in the nick of time. I mean, amazing.
Thank God someone had to stop her.
You're muted.
You're muted. You're muted.
Oops. I told him the 17th, and I thought that would be midnight, but all right. So it was a day later. I was like, close down the night of the 16th, the morning of the 17th, and didn't get it. Anyways, it's down now, so thank you, everybody. And thank you, Flash, and Ethan, and John, and everybody else. You guys are awesome. And thank you to the backers. Yay. I'm so glad.
Will there be more jumping jacks in the future? And YellowFlash predicts that the jumping jacks will be used against ComicsGate, but he gets the wrong group of offended Karens.
Goal Leader says it does work, so you can expect a message from him.
Oh boy.
Barb Rogers missed Solar Terror for 220. Now do 10 more, Renie.
I already did. I kept my promise. That's it.
Fiendish 3. Get ready.
It's going to be a running thing.
Mr. Burger for 5. Watching Renie makes me feel real creepy. May Jon Malin's eyebrows forgive me.
Forgive me. By the way, the jumping jack clip was already cut. It's on Twitter. I did retweet it out. Somebody tweeted it to me. I retweeted it. So if you want to watch Renie jumping jack, I think
Watch
a 2-minute clip of it.
Watch a comic book mainstream industry. Look at her. Look at her do that for the sales. And
she volunteered. You know, what are we going to do?
Next year, try to get a stable camera, Renie.
Technically, John
Wall mounted.
bribed me into it, but hey, I keep my promise.
I didn't bribe you. I betted you.
Even
you
if
lost.
I make these promises when I'm drunk.
Now, you've seen the jumping jacks in context. Did she seem upset? Even after the first set of jumping jacks, Irene thanked Ethan for doing them with her. Irene has not, as far as I'm aware, ever said anything negative about ComicsGate. She's just sort of distanced herself from it. The obsession anti-ComicsGate has for white knighting offense on behalf of Irene has led some to assume that she is upset, but Renie has denied this multiple times. So what do you think? Was Renie taken advantage of, or are the complainers white knighting SJWs? I read every comment and reply to almost all of them. What say you?